What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, April 3rd, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Appreciate you all so much. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to see Mercury ingress today. That's a thing. Mercury's going to come out of Aries and enter Taurus. It enters and squares Pluto. Definitely a point of interest today. I think even the end of Aries, like, we could be pretty fired up, maybe having thoughts. There could be anger that surfaces today, maybe deep-rooted things that we've just kind of become conscious of. And maybe we're becoming conscious because Mars in Cancer is trying the South Node. And it's almost like we have to really act on feelings. So there's feelings. I feel like things are bubbling up. They're becoming, very conscious. It's mental today. So it's like a deep place mentally. So where are we going with values right now? Where are we going with what we've learned? There's certain aspects that can be bubbling up, maybe something from the past, maybe some nostalgic event with Mars in Cancer trying the South Node. About looking into the future, looking for what's most valuable, but we can also become a little, with Mercury coming right into that 0 degree of Taurus and square Pluto, we could also be going through instances where we're overthinking or mentally giving value to something that doesn't have full connectedness for where we're going. Maybe it doesn't match a frequency. Maybe we're having to come to some conclusion about what thoughts of value we're holding on to dearly, possibly. Or people could just be fired up. There could definitely be some conversation today. It's going to be one of those days where you could see some things get thrown around, whether it's on the internet or in your own personal life. Like, there could be something, like somebody could throw some words out there that they want to get you, not like they actually want to get you, but they're trying to make their words maybe be felt deeply or hurt. So, I think you have to really know your value right now, know what's really connected, know that people are important, but we also get tests with people in our life that can maybe repel us from people. So I think we're like kind of fighting something here with Aries season of just, we are trying to start something in our life. We're trying to identify things right now. And it's almost like Pluto in Aquarius, because Aquarius rules people, and even Uranus with Venus and the moon trine. Uranus today from Virgo is like, it's such a mentally intense day and a mentally and emotionally deep day. Pluto's very emotional, even in Aquarius, even though it doesn't want to be. And Mars is in Cancer and the moon is in Virgo, which is disposited by that Mercury. So yeah, there could just be some really harsh maybe judgments or certain things that get thrown out of like questioning other people's values. So I think that it's kind of a day to like stay in our lane in some ways, to know what's important, valuable to us, to know what deep things we're feeling and how to express them in a way that is trying to find some kind of a win-win in life, trying to find some kind of a resolution that's best for every situation that we're in, whether it's just dealing with ourselves and our own innovations in life, or whether it's dealing with others and maybe difference of values because of maybe what people are finding within themselves. It's also the sun going to come to 14 degrees by the end of the day, so it's really close to that conjunction with Chiron. So, it's almost like we are just being a little bit like met with wounds today, right? And even tomorrow and the next day, we're kind of being met with what disempowers us so that we can find empowerment and find solid value that we can understand consciously, maybe pulling from a subconscious place. But yeah, it's definitely one of those deeper days. But Mars is also sextile that North Node. Mercury's heading towards the North Node. Like, your confidence, self-worth, value, the way you kind of just hold yourself and know you're good and be solid, no matter what might be playing on in society or the world or with people. Kind of like holding your ground is very important. Mercury's also going to start working on a sextile to Saturn. So that's kind of like holding things together too. Nothing is really fitting in time like maybe we had planned for it to. So it's kind of like having the mental stability to understand that time's non-linear We think it's very linear here, but it's not. And, staying mentally strong and sturdy, no matter what, can be extremely beneficial about making dreams possibly come true. But I feel like there is like the work, right? There's like a little bit of effort. You have to put effort in right now with yourself, maybe with people, to find resolution, to find that win-win situation. And again, I think with Mars here now in Cancer, like it's good. It's better than the headiness that it was in with the retrograde in Gemini. I think we've come to that understanding at some point about how to have the conversations that need to be had, how to express ourselves. And now it's about like really feeling the emotion. So we're feeling a lot. I think that emotion is truth right now. So what you feel is true. You want to act upon that truth, that feeling, what's actually showing up in your life. Now, this could be emotional feeling, or I think this could be a very physical feeling, but it's coming to the understanding of what you want to dedicate to, what you want to put your mental presence, thought into. Especially with the moon in Virgo, we could be picking things apart, picking ourselves apart. I think we want to be very gentle, very, very forgiving. We might feel like we have to atone for something today. Like that's kind of where it's making some radical shifts, even with the trine to Uranus and a trine to Venus. And maybe it's just like a release of judgment, coming to a sense of purity that can be so beneficial in our lives. That moon will square Fortuna in Sagittarius, just a note. I think we're being met with some beliefs, like we're really changing beliefs. Even Jupiter in Aries is identifying a new belief structure around ourselves. So I think to really open things up and see the fortune, we do, in a sense, have to go through some sense of self-atonement or purification process. And it's going to be in a unique way. I think it involves people, definitely involves ourselves, even if we're not, engaged with people today. There's some situation that's like, look, you just got to do a little bit of cleanup here. You got to stay on your game, stay focused on what's most valuable, what's most important. But I think you'll also see a deeper sense of what isn't important and how a release from that, because not only could we think it's important, but do we actually feel like it's important and like it's valuable and opening something up that's beautiful, great, and abundant in our lives. Now, abundance goes a bunch of different ways. Maybe it's not just monetary abundance. Maybe it's an abundance of happiness, an abundance of self-worth, an abundance of, self-empowerment. So I think we're looking for those things today, and there's an intensity. So it's definitely going to feel like a shift mentally, and I think a lot of things are going to be very black and white, and that can cause us to be very judgmental at the same time. That can cause us to be that way for ourselves or others. It's like a dust things off and purify day, and do it for what's best for your life and what is creating harmonious, pure connection at the same time. And just know that other people could be fired up. Like people could have there could be something on someone's mind that it comes out today, So, Mercury Ingress, square Pluto, fun. And a full moon's building, right, too. So emotions are just very heightened right now, and I think for good reason, right? We're going to have a full moon. That moon is going to be, it's the dispositor of Mars in Cancer, which is dispositing the sun. So our emotions are quite important, however we're feeling about any situation in life, and the emotional response to life, to people, to ourselves, is so important. Very important. Trust that. It'll give you mental clarity if you can trust your true emotion and feeling towards whatever it is in life right now. I feel like we're kind of having to learn how to trust ourselves more when it comes to that. What do we get in the card? The Sun card. Oh my goodness. The Sun. That's this is looking for a lot of joy. I think the joy comes through a sense of worth, sense of value, knowing you're good, knowing that your sun can shine every day if you choose for it to. How do you empower yourself to let your light shine, to let your sun shine today when it might feel like you're being mentally tested by things that revolve around you? The Sun. Judgment, 2 major arcana upright. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's the call. to follow your light, to express yourself. I do think we need to express ourselves today. I think that there's going to be an intensified need to do so. How we do that, I think, is a big step on just our own growth, the own way that maybe we've atoned with our own wounds, the way we've atoned with certain situations in reality that are making us more conscious of the deeper sense of ourself in our subconscious. And the Hermit reverse, 3 major arcana. Yeah, I don't think it's like, retreating from any situations today. I think it's like literally like come out and shine your light. Kind of trying to flip that card around today. Maybe we want to retreat and not come to this point of judgment where we're really empowering ourselves through our throat chakras in a pure way, in a way that is trying to come to some sense of equality within situations. Now, it can't always come to that, but how can we do it in the most, I feel like a respectful, mature way at the same time? The Hermit is like a card of maturity, right? Like mentor type energy, but maturity, like we don't want to go about situations just with, verbal vomit at people. I think that there's a mature way to come to the judgment, whether it's self-dialogue or dialogue towards someone or something else. I'm pulling one more since we got, oh my God, 4. Okay. The Empress, take care of yourself. Be true to who you are. Nurture yourself for everything that is good and beautiful and pure. 2 of Wands, upright. Dang, there's some cards. World's at your hands. These choices you make now are very important. I feel like there is a judgment. There is something about really expressing yourself fully to get the life and the value that you want. This is an empowering day. It's an empowering time. Things are being purified, cleansed. So embrace the cleanse. Don't beat yourself up. Don't hide. Don't dim your light for something. Be true and honest, but do it with a mature, respectful demeanor. And I think everything will actually turn out in the best way it possibly could, however that goes in our lives. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Monday. Happy Monday. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love.